from the state primetime matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Cut, ready?
They'll start by running the option to the right. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. This defense for the Jets, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Perkins. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Come on, come on. Hey. Grab the Ranger, grab the Ranger.
Throwing on first down. Perkins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. Perkins. Open man downfield. It's Ross. He's got him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. John Ross, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Hall to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, right back to Hall. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Yep.
On second down, a run with Hall. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Set. Ready. Alpha. Delta.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
On the 6. Back and 60.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Jets.
teams to take a shot? Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach? Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Hall, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Ready, ready.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
One more time with Hall. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. This pass out wide to Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perkins. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one.
And the Seahawks first down.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14. Seahawks 6.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, Perkins. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Perkins.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.